Am I the asshole for sleeping with my ex to hurt my husband only to discover he had already moved on with my best friend?
Sleeping with your ex to get your husband attention? Now that's some crazy ass shit there. And you never tell your friend all your marital business. Are you crazy? What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Nikki B. And welcome to the real, raw, and unfiltered side of the internet. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and share button. And let's get back into this mess.
Am I the asshole for sleeping with my ex to hurt my husband only to discover he had already moved on with my best friend?
Let's get into it.
I ruined my marriage on purpose, and my husband already had a replacement lined up before I even realized what I had done.
Ruined your marriage? So you think cheating is the best way to get back at somebody? Adding a body to your body? Girl, you sound crazy as hell already.
3 weeks ago, my ex sent me a text out of nowhere.
First of all, why do your ex even feel comfortable contacting you? Ain't no way in hell my ex is contacting me and I'm a married woman. Boy, bye. It's the reason that you are the ex.
We dated for 2 years before I met my husband. The breakup was mutual, nothing messy. The text said he missed me and wondered if we could talk. I screenshotted it and showed my husband that night while we were watching TV.
First of all, baby, you would have been blocked. Don't play on my phone. Because right now you're being real childish. Very childish.
My ex texted me, I said to my husband, says he misses me. My husband glanced at the screen, then back at the TV and said, okay. That's it? Just okay?
Oh, baby, that's because he already done moved on. Because ain't no man gonna sit there and say, okay, with no questions about it. Oh, hell no. He got something up his sleeve already on your ass.
That's what she said to her husband. He shrugged. Then he said, what do you want me to say? I don't know what I expected. Maybe jealousy, maybe anger, something that proved he still cared. We'd been married for 4 years and things have gone very stale. He worked late constantly. We barely talk anymore and I feel completely invincible.
Well, baby, there's a problem. Y'all need to communicate because something ain't right. But talking to your ex is not the key to it. That's not going to make anything better. That's actually going to make shit worse.
What if I wanted to see him? I pushed back. My husband looked at me then, really looked at me. His face was completely blank. Then see him, her husband said. Are you serious? Following your heart, he said. Then he went back to watching TV like nothing, like I had just told him nothing.
Girl, because that man has completely checked out of this relationship and you can't even see it. You so busy trying to make him be something that he don't want to be in a relationship that you can't even see it. Trying to make him jealous instead of just having a conversation and going y'all separate ways. So at this point, I feel like both of y'all childish because he got some shit going on. That's why he ain't said nothing. Girl, because ain't no man that's in no marriage just gonna be okay with you telling them that your ex done contacted you and all of this shit. And then he gonna tell you follow your heart. Oh, baby, he know that he's not in your heart and you not in his either.
And about that, I was considering my ex. I was furious. What kind of husband says that? I wanted a reaction. I wanted him to fight for me. Instead, he acted like he didn't even care. And I left.
How you gonna make somebody fight for you because you want them to fight for you? I don't want nobody to fight for me because I'm trying to make them fight for me. I want somebody to fight for me because that's exactly what they want to do. So that should tell you right there that he don't give a damn about this relationship. He's literally still there because it's a comfortable position, not because he really want to be there. He's just waiting for you to go away. That's all it is.
So I texted my ex back. We met for coffee 2 days later. He looked good. He asked about my marriage and I told him the truth, that it felt dead. He listened. He remembered things about me that my husband had forgotten. My favorite coffee order, the book series that I loved, small things that suddenly felt huge. We met again and again. Each time I'd come home and my husband wouldn't ask where I had been. He just nodded when I walked in and went to going back to doing whatever it is he was doing. Last week, I crossed the line. I went to my ex's place and we slept together.
So you thought busting it wide open was going to make it better? Girl, you gotta know this shit gonna make it worse. And your husband was just nodding because, baby, when you was out on that date with that ex, he was out on a date with somebody else. You better believe that that man was just not sitting at home while you was going with that ex. And of course your ex is listening. But you think your ex gonna want to be with you knowing that you married and you coming to see him and then you sleep with him? Girl, he just using you for what he can use you for. And he did exactly what he wanted. Got him some. And you really think that he gonna be okay? Of course he listening and doing all that stuff. Because he know that's what you wanted to do. So you really think he doing something. Girl, bye.
I felt disgusting afterwards, but also triumphant in a sick way. I'd finally done something my husband would have to react to. I came home at midnight. My husband was still up, reading on the couch. I slept with my ex, I said. He closed his book slowly, looked at me and said, I know. You know? How do you know? You're not subtle, he said. You've been trying to hurt me for weeks.
Oh, wow. Baby, he done read your ass. Read you up and down. And you know what he was doing? He was waiting for you to mess up so he can go do whatever the hell he wanted to do. You just couldn't see that. All you had to do was sit your ass down and have a conversation. Because this is the biggest problem. A lot of y'all don't know how to communicate. That's why shit don't make it in this world. Y'all get married. Y'all do all of this stuff, be in love. And y'all could be a perfect couple. But at the same time, y'all don't communicate. And a person that don't communicate is definitely a dead person to me. Because you're not talking to me and I'm not talking to you. Of course, it's going to be some shit that go down in that relationship that we do not like. Because, one, we don't know how to open our goddamn mouth and talk to each other. This is a sad case that you used your coochie to get back at your husband. This is crazy. Girl, leave him before you go busting your coochie open. That is just disgusting. Okay? That is just nasty to me.
And you just let me. You wanted to leave and I wasn't going to stop you. That's what her husband told her. I waited for the anger. I waited for the pain, something. His face showed nothing. That's it? You're not even going to yell at me? What's the point? He stood up. I'll sleep in the guest room tonight and we can figure out the divorce details tomorrow.
Oh, girl, he been waiting for this. It was just only a matter of time. He was waiting for you to mess up. And you did exactly what he wanted you to do so he could leave. Y'all must have had some type of prenup or some type of shit. Because he could have got his ass up and left too. He ain't in no right either because he knew that the marriage wasn't there and he wasn't feeling the marriage. So he should open his mouth too. So both of y'all are two people that's not communicating and doing dumb shit to get back at each other. You just took your shit too goddamn far. That's the problem. Y'all crazy as hell. Like that man been waiting for your ass to do something and you did it like a crazy ass person. That's why he wasn't saying nothing. Come on, girl. You got to really think in your head, what person is going to be okay with their significant other telling them, oh, my ex is this and I'm going on dates with my ex. Come on. You got to know that he doing something over there. I know his ass doing something and he got somebody else that he's more interested in than your ass. That's why he don't give a damn. So both of y'all wrong in the situation. You just took it too goddamn far.
He walked away just like that. I'd blown up our marriage expecting fireworks and got a quiet exit instead. 2 days later, my best friend stopped returning my calls. We'd been close for 6 years. She knew everything about my marriage problems. I'd cried to her about my husband dozens of times. When she finally texted back, she said that she needed space and wouldn't explain why.
Now, girl, why the hell is you telling your best friend all your marriage problems? I get that we have best friends and we need people to have an outlet too. But you don't tell your best friend everything because I'm telling you, these people could be your friends for years. Don't get me wrong. They could be your friends for years and have been a great person. But some people have motives in the back of their mind. Some people are jealous of what you got going on and just waiting to slip in. All of a sudden, when you and your husband have this problem, she all of a sudden needs space from you. You don't think that shit weird? She done ran back and told your husband every damn thing that you said, girl. That's why that man is where he at, how he feel about your ass. This is crazy. I know this what's gonna happen. Your best friend messing with that man because she done told him, you done told her everything about him. And guess what she doing? She doing the opposite of what you saying you doing in a relationship for him. And I bet you he feeling her now because you done told her all your goddamn business. Y'all gonna learn y'all lesson telling y'all friends all y'all business.
Yesterday, I went to our favorite restaurant to clear my head, the place my friend and I always went for drinks, and there they were, my husband and my best friend sitting in the corner booth, laughing, her hand on his arm. He was smiling at her in the way that he used to smile at me. I stood there frozen by the entrance. My husband saw me. He didn't even look surprised. He didn't look guilty. He just gave me a small nod like we were strangers passing on the street. My friend saw me too, and she had the decency to look uncomfortable, but she didn't even move her hand.
Girl, I knew it. I knew they was messing around. That is the one thing I learned because this shit happened to me. Stop running your mouth to your friends. I wasn't married, but I was telling my friend everything and all of that. And she couldn't stand my man. Couldn't stand him. Oh, he doing this, he doing that. But she was taking everything in. And guess what she started doing? She started sleeping with him and started messing with him. You cannot tell people all your business. Everybody is not happy for what you got going on. Some people praise when you have a bad situation going on. And you sat there and told her everything about this man. And guess what she wanted to do? She wanted to try him. And when she had the opportunity to try him, she was able to do the opposite of what you doing because she know exactly who he is, what he like, and what he don't like. And she made sure she did exactly what she was supposed to. And I guarantee you telling him about her, and he did the same thing. Girl, keep your friends out your business. Just because they're your best friend does not mean you have to tell them every goddamn thing.
I turned around and left. I sat in my car for an hour trying to understand what I had just seen. Then it hit me. The way he'd been so calm about everything, the follow your heart comment, the complete lack of reaction when I confessed. He had already moved on.
Girl, you better than me, because ain't no way I would have went and sat in my car and got quiet. My best friend, I would have gave her that business. Because, girl, don't play with me. You been my friend all this time, and I don't give a damn if I shouldn't have been telling you my business. You don't play with me. So I'm going to show you how to play with me. Because both of y'all ass is wrong. Out of all the people in the world, y'all going to choose each other? Better than me, because, baby, I wouldn't have went to that car. I would have drove their ass up out that restaurant before I made it to that car. I bet you that. I might have would have went out in handcuffs. Don't ever play with me like that. All the goddamn people in the world and y'all gonna mess with each other?
Probably weeks ago, maybe months. While I was busy trying to hurt him with my ex, he was already building something new with someone I trusted. I drove to my sister's house and told her everything, and she just stared at me. She said, "You cheated to get a reaction, and he had already checked out. That's brutal."
Very brutal. But this is a lesson learned. You don't do wrong to try to make somebody do right by you. You open your mouth and have a conversation. And if you feel that this stuff is not working, you leave the relationship. Doing something wrong to try to get a reaction is always the wrong thing. Because it's always going to come back in a way that you didn't expect. It's going to always be the opposite way. You never going to get the reaction that you want.
He could have told me, I said, and you could have not slept with your ex, my sister said. My family found out over the weekend. They're split. My mom says that I should have handled things better. My dad won't talk to me. My brother called me selfish. They all think I destroyed my marriage for attention. But here's the thing. My husband never said that he wanted out. He never fought for us. He just let me spiral while he was apparently getting cozy with my best friend behind my back.
Neither one of y'all opened y'all mouth to each other. Instead of you going out and cheat, you should have talked to him and you should have made him talk. Even though he didn't have a conversation with you and say he didn't want out, you knew that things was wrong. And that's the reason you went on a date with the ex and went and played with him. Same thing with him. The reason he went with the best friend and everything. But that's why you catch stuff when it happened. When things are bothering you, you open your mouth. You do not wait till the last minute to try to do something to try to get somebody's attention. You get their attention by opening your goddamn mouth and speaking to them and telling them how you feel. And either they gonna accept it or they not. Like, you shouldn't sit there and stay in no marriage that you're not happy. I get it. Once you get married, you trying to hold on to your marriage, but both of y'all asses was some bullshit in this marriage, period, point blank. Because neither one of y'all communicated shit.
I confronted her last week over text. She said nothing. She said nothing physical had happened between them until after I had confessed to cheating. She said that she had been his shoulder to cry on for months, that he had talked to her about our problems, and that she didn't plan on developing feelings for him.
She a goddamn lie. Because if she was a true best friend, first of all, she wouldn't have built no relationship with him outside of you. Second of all, she would have came to you and told you the things that you needed to do to improve your marriage. So she a goddamn lie. She always had a motive. She always wanted to get your man. She was just waiting for her chance. And guess what, girl? He ain't gonna do you no better, because guess what? You cheated with a married man. So if you think he gonna marry you, you must be crazy. And if he do, he probably gonna cheat on your ass too.
My husband won't answer my calls. His lawyer has sent over divorce papers this morning. My best friend blocked me on everything. My ex stopped replying after I told him that I had made a mistake. And I'm sitting here in my sister's spare room realizing that I'm the villain in everyone's story.
You messed up for yourself. You trying to do things to get at people and all of that. One, I wouldn't even be trying to talk to my best friend, because no longer do I even care to talk to you, because you a snake in the grass anyway. So calling her would definitely not be an option for me. Second of all, I wouldn't be calling my husband either. Hey, I messed up and he messed up, but you went with my best friend. Like, so that's a whole nother level. When you pick friends, to me, that's real dirty to me. And then of course your ex not gonna talk to you. You told him you made a mistake, so you telling him he's a mistake. Then you getting a divorce and stuff, because he never wanted you to get a divorce, because he didn't want you to leave your husband for him. He was just trying to be your little side piece, and that's what you allowed him to do. But then when you lost everything, he went on by his business, because he knew that that's not what he wanted. Never try to get people attention by doing the wrong thing. You always get people attention by doing the right thing. Like, go and sleep with him, putting a body under your couch, trying to make your husband do something. Have a conversation. Hey, let's go to therapy. Let's figure this shit out. Let's see what's wrong before we step outside our marriage. Because at this point, both of y'all asses is just out of control wrong. And y'all definitely need a divorce, and y'all need to go y'all separate ways. I hope y'all ain't got no goddamn kids, because that's going to be a whole nother level. But I hope you learned your lesson. Never do shit to try to get people attention. Open your mouth and speak about how you feel. Y'all stop keeping these feelings inside. Can't nobody read your mind. All right, y'all. I done kept it real, raw, and straight up. Now it's y'all turn. Drop them comments and let's talk about it. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and share button. And I'm going to catch up with y'all next time, because y'all know it's always real over here with Nikki B.